Let's say you've lost your spark around going to the gym and lifting weights again. You've done it before in the past, maybe in your 20s, in your teens, or whenever, right? You used to be a gym goer, but now you just cannot find the energy or time or like the bandwidth to go to the gym. This video is for you. I've been a trainer for over a decade, so I've heard every excuse under the moon. Not only excuse, every real reason, valid reasons of why you feel intimidated about going to the gym. And maybe it doesn't seem like it's intimidation because what it feels like, or maybe it could be intimidation, but what it feels like could be that you lack the energy. You kind of like dread it, right? You dread going to the gym, but this video is here to remind you of why we do it in the first place, and then a few mindset tricks and tips to help you reframe making time for yourself, giving yourself the opportunity to get stronger every day. Okay, so 1, having muscle, no matter what age you are, no matter what time and place, having muscle equips you for a better life, a higher quality of life. And the other fact, muscle takes a long time to nurture and grow. Muscle is one of those things that it doesn't lie. Like, you can do fat loss, right? It's just like, and so many ways to achieve fat loss and weight loss. But to grow muscle, you have to put the work in. You put the work in. There's no faking muscle growth. Now, the other fact and the other thing to remember is that we go to the gym for our 80-year-old self. We go so that we have the habit of stepping down right, stepping down from a step right. You know, if life lifes you, if somehow you like turn a certain way and your body is already in the practice of being strong. If you are someone who cares about being independent as you get older, you have to start early. Also, the other thing, and this is really dear to my heart, there's been a podcast, I watched a podcast and lots of studies that shows that Alzheimer's starts when you're in your 30s because of our sedentary life. We think that just going an hour a day, an hour to 30 minutes a day to the gym is enough. It is not enough for our brains, our mental health, just our brains in general. We must do something about that, because you don't want to live and keep living your life and working hard, making all these sacrifices right now so that you can get the bag, but then you don't have the body to enjoy it in. I'd say that the biggest flex, not for society, right? For yourself, if you can give yourself the opportunity to become stronger every day, you ultimately win. It's not really about gym intimidation. I understand you are a fully grown adult. Actually, some might say like you are actually a full grown adult in your 40s. So if you're in your 40s, fully grown adult, all props to you. Thank you for making it this far and continuing on to make it. I'm here for your continuation in up leveling the quality of your life. We resistance train and strength train for our 80-year-old self and for a higher quality of life. Not only that, when you get into the gym and you're focused and you're intentional, you have the opportunity for yourself to learn how to self-regulate. Not saying that you don't know how to do that already, but in case you need the mental candy for this, self-regulation, I'm talking about like your nervous system, right? So when we are lifting weights in the middle of the set, you are activating your sympathetic nervous system. You're activating. And then during rest time, you're learning how to down regulate like that. Because guess what? What happens in life? You get triggered. Something happens. You have emotions. You get triggered. You'll know how to down regulate yourself because you have already been in practice of doing it at the gym. You'll know how to recenter yourself. You'll know how to calm yourself down because you have been in practice when you're strength training, because you dedicate certain times of your week to strength train, okay? The other thing that's really great about going to the gym is the community. What I'm feeling for this year, a lot of us are trying to get out of isolation and we're trying to find more spaces and environments that help us feel more ourselves or help us feel less alone, because there is a real loneliness pandemic that we're dealing with. You know, people are on their phones, doom scrolling all the time. No hate or shame to that. I used to do that, but I had to reclaim my focus and attention because it was ruining my life. It was ruining my relationships with my daughter, with my family, with my attention span was just not there. The best decision I had was about 2 months ago now. I broke up with Instagram and limited my time on TikTok. And now, of course, I'm on YouTube now, but I just know that I want to use this life to make the best out of it and to really embody and be in my body around it. I digress. The loneliness epidemic is real. I see it, I feel it, I know it, I see it in my clients and in my community, but guess what? At the gym, you are forced to stay present. Even better when you hire a trainer to help you co-regulate yourself, okay? Sometimes the gym is intimidating again because you can't do the weights that you used to do, or you find out that you're not as strong as you used to be within the first few weeks or so, but like just getting over the first 2 to 3 weeks is the most important part, the consistency of it. All in all, you deserve to feel good in your body. All in all, you deserve to feel strong. All in all, you deserve to see how you progress. This is one part of life that you do have control over. You have control over what you put in your mouth. You have control over how you move your body, or if you do or don't move your body, you have control over that. I've heard all of the reasons that you might need to put yourself last. And everyone knows the truth. When you put yourself first, like it's the whole oxygen mask thing. You have to take care of yourself first. And then you can take care of your clients, your family, your coworkers, whatever that you take care of, because I know you're really great at taking care of people. But when it comes to taking care of yourself, you put yourself last, you're going to burn out. And maybe you have been in burnout cycles, which you are healing from. And to this, I speak so tenderly too, because this is where I was at not too long ago. I was so into my sacred work. I was so willing to give a lot of my time and energy for the women who need my help and support. And so I did, but I didn't take care of myself. I didn't show up for myself. And since then, it was so hard to go back with the intention, or to go back with the levity and the love that I have for myself. It was hard for me to accept more work because I was scared of burnout again. But guess what? I have let go of all my vices. Not only social media, right? The attention part. I reclaimed my attention and focus. That includes not having caffeine. So I've given up caffeine for like 3 months now, 3-4 months now. And it's amazing. It's amazing that I don't have to make time and energy to go into the coffee shop or make coffee, have a little cute latte because everyone's drinking lattes, or whatever the seasonal drink may be. No judgment if you're doing that. If that's something that gives you joy, go ahead and do that. It gave me joy. Then I just realized I crash so much harder. But I'm not saying you have to be like me. My job is different. I have to take care of my body in this way so that I could be of great service to others. My clients require for me to be on my best, to not just be high on caffeine drinks and just barely make it. I take my job really seriously, and I want to be fully present, all my energy, time, focus, and attention towards my clients. And that's why they get the transformations that they get, right? That's why they feel the love and the nurturing that they get, because I'm able to do that. And so back to you though, when you reframe that, then going to the gym should not be intimidating. It should be one of your priorities. Not even should. I don't want to should on you. But knowing that over the age of 30, our muscle mass starts to decline. We start to lose our muscle mass 3 or 4% every year. Not good. Not good. Why? You think that's a small number, right? But it adds up. Not only that, but if you're not going to the gym to maintain it at least, then when you get older, you're more likely to break a hip, break a knee, fall, and just maybe break your face. Like, it is a real, and I know this and I see this, and this is like field notes for me as being a fitness professional. The reason why some people come to us is for last minute resort, right? It's like, I'm getting pre-diabetic. I have fallen on my face. I fractured. I went on a hike with my family. I fractured my hip or my ankle, and it's like, it's hell. Oh, that all could have been avoided if you just went to the gym. If you just be consistent with yourself. I'm not saying this in a shameful way. Trust me, I'm not. This is not no shame, because trust me, I have been there. I see my family. I see my mom. That's why I do this. I see her not feel free in her body. And I don't want any other mother, other woman, any people to feel like they don't have freedom in their bodies. But that cost of freedom in your body is to be working out, lifting heavy, okay? And I'm not saying you have to go to the gym. You don't have to start there. Actually, here's a plug for me. I have this program called the Vitality Reset. This is for women who have fallen off the gym. It could be years, could be months, whatever. They have a plateau. They don't feel great in their bodies. They need their vitality back. So I created a program for you. It's 8 weeks long to get you back into feeling strong, energetic, and consistent with yourself, with your vitality. There are meal plans. There's a strength training program, 3 to 4 days. And all of the exercises, you'll be really shocked to see they're not complicated. I don't believe in complicating exercises for the fact of complicating things. We did make this as simple as we can, as sustainable as we can, so that you will feel stronger and more vital in your life. So if you're interested in that, place it down below. Also, I created a free audit. This audit is about discovering what is blocking your vitality, what has been blocking your strength, your fat loss, and your energy. It will tell you everything you need to know and the next steps for you to focus on. I don't believe in drill sergeanting. I don't believe in super rigid structures. And I do believe that you can do this. I do believe that every person deserves to have so much vitality and freedom living in their bodies in this lifetime. And that if you just put yourself first, you will get everything that you desire. Everything in life will be so much easier once you be consistent with your own health and vitality. That is what I got for you today. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. I think it's also very important to say that what is also helpful is seeing. And when I say this, it's going to be really hard to hear, okay? Seeing who in your environment is allowing for you to be stagnant, feels more comfortable with you eating out with them, drinking with them, all of this stuff. Not saying that eating out and drinking is really bad. No, but like if you're doing it, you know if you're doing it way too often than you would like, you're doing it if you feel bad afterwards, but then you really thrive for that connection. But hey, there's other things that you can do to connect with people. You can go on hikes, you can work out with them, you can have like a artsy activity together. It doesn't always necessarily have to be around food and drinking. Just reminding you of that. So I know that might be really hard to hear, but sometimes you have to look at your environment and the people that you're surrounding yourself with and seeing like, maybe I need to distance myself a little bit so that I can take care of myself. Because if I am getting so used to this codependency of like making sure that this person is taken care of, but they're also not, taking care of themselves, sometimes you got to be the first. Sometimes you have to be the inspiration in that friend group. And that's totally okay. And also, like, we're so much older now. We don't have time to be dabbling in things that don't matter to us. And I know your health matters to you. And I know even having your vitality matters to you. If it's not even aesthetics, because that's not why I do this. I don't do it for aesthetics. I am in the preventative care, in the realm of preventative care. Because this will suck if you keep avoiding yourself. Okay, I know I had to say that with tough love, but know that it does come from love. Know that it does come from knowing that you are capable Okay? If you need anything else from me, please, all my links are in the description. I am here to help. I love what I do. Please give me the opportunity to support you in any way that I can, whether it's accountability, whether it's questions about anything around fitness. Okay? I got your back. Thank you so much for watching. See you on next week's video.